momentous night ahead in the history of Pro Wrestling Austria. 2 championships to be decided tonight, plus a 2-year feud to be settled in what promises to be a brutal last woman standing match. And how about this? 12 wrestlers, each getting one of the biggest opportunities of their career as they enter the battle zone. Dave Bradshaw here with your English language commentary. We're kicking things off tonight with tag team competition and 2 of the brightest young stars in all of Europe. Tihanyi and Darius, who both have had more than their fair share of run-ins in recent months with Amboss.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring mit einem Gesamtgewicht von 177 Kilogramm aus Wien, Darius, sein Tag-Team-Partner aus dem 9. Bezirk von Budapest, Ungarn, Tihanyi.
In fact, these 2 young men are the 2 most recent challengers to the leader of Amboss, Dreissker, who's the reigning Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Champion. Darius losing in his effort to become champion at our last show, Stronger Together. Tihanyi at the show before that. But in both cases, the interference of the rest of Amboss was key. So both these young men with payback on their mind.
Und hier kommen ihre Gegner.
Reclaim, reshape, rebuild. That is the motto of European wrestling's most dominant faction. The leader of that faction, Dreissker, will defend the Openweight title again tonight in our main event against Martn. So I'm sure both of these 2 gentlemen, Laurance Roman and Icarus, will have one eye on what's going to happen later on. But before that, they have business to take care of. They are about to go to Tag Team War.
Mit einem Gesamtgewicht von 171 Kilogramm aus Budapest in Ungarn, Icarus. Aus Dresden in Deutschland, Laurance Roman. Zusammen sind sie Amboss!
After Tihanyi's defeat against Dreissker at Chapter 5 last year, both Laurance Roman and Icarus were involved in a post-match beatdown. Martn and Darius were the 2 men who came to his aid, so there have been a litany of run-ins between Tihanyi, Darius, Martn and Amboss over the past year or 2. And in fact, it dates back well before that, because Icarus, back in the day, was one of the men who trained Tihanyi. Feels like Tihanyi's been around the European scene forever, but he only debuted as a teenager back in 2018. And his trainers were Icarus and Dover, the Arrows of Hungary. So it's former teacher against former student here to start out this tag team match. It's kind of sad to see in some ways, even now, the way in which the relationship between Icarus and Tihanyi has disintegrated over these past couple of years. But most people will tell you it's not Tihanyi's fault, it's this change in outlook Icarus has had since he joined Amboss. Well, here's a case in point. Referee wanting a clean break. He's not going to get one from Icarus, but Tihanyi moved out the way. And Tihanyi with a patronising pat on the head. As you can see, has not gone down too well with Icarus. Icarus coming after Tihanyi with a renewed sense of rage here. Icarus in his 15th professional year. And alongside Dover, as part of the Arrows of Hungary, at our last show, Stronger Together, made it to the finals of the tournament to crown our first ever tag team champions. Unsuccessful though at the hands of the Gulyas brothers, and tonight the Gulyas brothers will make their first tag team title defense. It's going to be against Team Turbulence. Another one to look forward to tonight, as Tihanyi with another little pat on the head there of Icarus, who again, not looking best pleased. Icarus charging at him at a back elbow, leaping through the air there from Tihanyi. Icarus had enough. Tags in Laurance Roman. What a year Laurance Roman is having. Roman, the winner of WXW's prestigious 16-karat gold tournament last month. Former two-time world tag team champion in WXW and shotgun champion there as well. In fact, Roman defeated Peter Tihanyi in the finals of 16-karat gold this year. Also, by the way, got a win over Tihanyi here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Hang on, what's this? Darius tagged in. I don't think Tihanyi knew much about it. He wasn't entirely happy for Darius to be making the tag there, but there we are, either way. Darius is in. Darius, one of the real shooting stars, one of the real rising talents here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Back elbow, much like Tihanyi there. This one on Roman. We've seen Darius put in a hell of a performance last year against Michael Oku, one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet. As we know, very close to beating Dreissker. Look at this as well. Look at the strength, look at the balance, the poise of Darius with the delayed vertical suplex as Roman gets dropped hard on his back. Darius go for the pin. Roman will kick out, but the night not starting on the note that Amboss would have hoped for. Roman with a shot to the throat. They're going back to his corner. Here comes Icarus. Right hand to Darius, who responds. Peter Tihanyi's on the top. Crossbody from Tihanyi, who I think made the blind tag. The pin from Tihanyi and a kick out on two from Icarus. Now Tihanyi back to where he started this match, which is taking control here against his former mentor. Chop across the chest from Tihanyi. Tihanyi, another one, gaining in confidence with every passing match that we see. Tihanyi still just in his early 20s, one of the absolute best on the entire continent. He is raining down punches there on Icarus. And Icarus just collapsing down to the canvas. Tihanyi sees it. He'll try and get the victory from there, but he gets a two. Great action here tonight already. We'd love to know what you think of everything you're seeing tonight. Remember, you can catch us on pretty much every social media using the tag @ProWrestlingAT. That's our handle on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, you name it. Roman there, dragging Tihanyi out of the ring as there was an attempt at a double team between Tihanyi and Darius. Meanwhile, Icarus gets the drop kick. He's going to hook the left leg of Darius. Darius gets the left shoulder up. Darius sent face first into the turnbuckle. Right in the Amboss corner as Laurance Roman tagging back in. Darius trying to battle his way out of that corner. He hasn't got a tag team partner in his own corner at the moment. Tihanyi's still down and Darius drops onto the knees, followed by the double foot stomp. Great tag teaming. Kick out from Darius on two. Amboss, such a well-oiled machine. Very hard to break down. Very difficult to find any kind of crack in their armor. Icarus, one of the most experienced tag team wrestlers in the world. Tagging Roman here. Laurance Roman, no slouch as a tag team wrestler himself. As I've said, plenty of tag team championship gold in his past in various promotions. Meanwhile, Tihanyi arguing with the referee. He's not doing his partner any favors here because Amboss were just choking out Darius in their own corner. Referee Ryan Ringer, an experienced official. Amboss, with their dirty tricks, can fool even the best of referees. Boot goes up from Darius. Roman firing back at him with a clothesline in the corner, follows it up with a snap suplex. Straight on him. Trying to force those shoulders down into the canvas. Darius kicks out on two. Tihanyi just not taking, or rather, Roman not taking his eyes off of Tihanyi. No love lost between those two. A feud that has spanned multiple promotions. Tihanyi trying to get the crowd feed some of their energy to Darius. Darius needs a tag. Elbow from Roman. And immediately getting a hold of Darius, saw he was reaching out for the tag, made sure he couldn't get anywhere close to Tihanyi. Darius sent into the corner. It's the Amboss corner, as far away from Tihanyi as he could be. He's going to try and fight his way from that position. Can he get past both members of Amboss? Yes, he can. And Darius with the tag to Tihanyi. Here comes Peter Tihanyi. An elbow to Roman, elbow to Icarus. Second one to Icarus. Roman from behind, but then Zaguri from Peter Tihanyi. Tihanyi ducking underneath Icarus. The tornado DDT. Used Roman as a launch pad there. Tihanyi will try for the victory and Roman will break it up. Tihanyi gonna dispatch Roman to the outside. Leaving him back in there with Icarus. How this match started, but Icarus with a shot to the throat, quickly tagging Roman back in. Great double team. The elevation into the neck breaker there. Will that be all for Peter Tihanyi? No, it won't. Kick out on two. Amboss, you sense though, kicking it up a gear here in their efforts to defeat Darius and Tihanyi. Look at each other there, they know what they're each thinking, looking for the double team. Tihanyi backs out through the back door. There's a tag from Darius. Darius able to kick Icarus in the head. Tihanyi took a knee from Roman. Here comes Darius. Springboard into the disaster kick. Darius climbing. Darius up on the second turnbuckle. Icarus coming after him. Darius able to swat him away. Tihanyi though sent into Darius. Shoved there by Roman. Now Tihanyi sent to the outside. Darius in trouble. Oh my God, stereo discus elbows from Amboss. They're going to pick Darius up and dropped him. Dismantling Darius face first in the canvas. Just like that, Amboss pick up the victory.
Und die Sieger dieses Matches: Icarus, Laurance, Roman, Amboss!
Our pro wrestling at this level can often be a game of fine margins. You just saw occasionally there that the tag team cohesion between Amboss was just a level or two higher than it was between Darius and Tihanyi. Able to force a miscue between the two young men and then capitalize, isolating Darius, taking him down and picking up the pinfall victory to ensure an excellent start to the night for Amboss. They will be hoping that the night ends as it has begun, and in fact there is an argument of sorts here between Darius and Tihanyi at ringside. Really disagreeing about who was at fault there. Well, they're two fine young men, but they are two very passionate competitors. Are Tihanyi and Darius. They might not be done. I think they're continuing to argue inside the ring now. Well, the inquest here has begun. A little shove there from Darius. This is in danger of getting a little bit physical between these two. Very intense conversation. And Darius is saying that the collision there that led to the end of the match was maybe Tihanyi's fault. I don't think it was. He got shoved into the corner. Darius offering a handshake, and eventually we get one. But something of a tense handshake between this defeated team of Tihanyi and Darius.
Am Ende zwei faire Sportsmänner, die leider nicht gewonnen haben, aber trotzdem sich die Hand schütteln. Darius und Peter Tihanyi.
Darius and Tihanyi with a disappointment to overcome here at the start of Battle Zone. You're looking at the Space Cowboy, a very volatile individual who unfortunately has proven on numerous occasions that he is not to be trusted. He's had problems with all sorts of opponents, including his former best friend Chris Kolen and the man he's about to face tonight. But then Damon Brix seems to have problems with just about everybody.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring aus St. Valentin mit einem Kampfgewicht von 105 Kilogramm, der Space Cowboy Damon Brix.
Damon Brix, a legend in his own mind, not getting the reaction from the fans. And I think this veteran of the Austrian scene believes he's worthy of.
Und hier kommt sein Gegner.
A much warmer reception for David Oliwa. Young man from Poland, lives in Vienna nowadays, former KPWÖ Old Town champion, former PWÖ Tag Team Champion, among many other accolades, and came close at Full Mayhem to becoming the #1 contender for the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship as well. The man he holds responsible for that not happening is in the ring right now.
Sein Gegner aus Krakau in Polen mit einem Kampfgewicht von 101 Kilogramm, David Oliwa!
There was tension between Oliwa and Brix from the very start of that four-way match at Full Mayhem. In the end, Brix was delivering something of a beatdown on Oliwa outside of the ring, but was doing it so much he was ignoring what was happening inside the ring. Brix somehow, therefore, blames Oliwa for the defeat. Brix, well, speaking of outside the ring, he's taking the fight to the outside here before we've even got started. Well, I think you probably heard, if you got the translation on screen there at least, what Brix was saying. Brix, I think that was a lollipop at Oliwa, which is very similar to how the tension between them started in that four-way match. Oliwa, I don't know if he's going to be able to get into the ring here. Brix has done a real number on Oliwa before we've even got close to getting started. Brix extremely pleased with himself. As I've been saying, there's plenty of people who've got issues with Damon Brix, including his former best friend, Chris Kolen. Brix betrayed Kolen all the way back at Chapter 1, right after Kolen won a tournament to become the Emperor of Austria. So, plenty of reasons to not be entirely trusting of Damon Brix, and Oliwa looking to make short work of Brix. He's got him up on his shoulders here, then rolls through. The Space Cowboy in trouble already. Drop of the elbow off the second turnbuckle by Oliwa. Oliwa will go for the pin, he gets two. Oliwa has victories here in Pro Wrestling Austria over the likes of Ragnar Alvar, Corey McRae. Oliwa knows what it takes to get the job done here in a Pro Wrestling Austria ring. Brix, I think, will say the same, as there's a axe handle there from Oliwa. Brix followed up that betrayal of Chris Cohen by beating the Austrian Wolverine in a street fight at Chapter 2. Something of a street fight feel to this, as it has again spilled to the outside of the ring. Oliwa needs to be a little bit careful. Referee is counting here. Don't miss the finishing an early count out. He's thrown Brix into the ring. He's going to follow him in there and beat the count. So we're back in the ring, and yeah, Brix is begging off here. As I said, wouldn't trust him. He's coming for a cheap shot. Oliwa was smart to it. Here's an atomic drop. The Space Cowboy feeling the effects of gravity there. There's an inverted atomic drop from Oliwa. Clothesline. Brix goes down. And these two picking up where they left off after that four-way match at Fall Mayhem. Oliwa sending Brix into the turnbuckle again and again and again. Gonna get to double figures here. In fact, he might go to the opposite side. Yes, he will, for the big number 10. Brix goes down. Oliwa in firm control of this one. He's going to take a risk, Oliwa, indicating to some of his supporters in the crowd as he heads to the top turnbuckle. Brix, I'm not sure he knows where Oliwa is. He's going to find out when he turns around. Oh, Brix backed into the ropes. Maybe he did know. Well, that was either extremely good fortune or great smarts. Yeah, well, Brix is saying it was smarts, taking Oliwa off balance, leaving him in a precarious spot there atop the top turnbuckle. Brix gets a hold of him, throws him hard, right to the middle of the ring. Oliwa with a painful looking landing, flat on his back there. Brix getting more and more cocky, more and more arrogant. Choking at Oliwa. Obviously an illegal hold. Gonna have to break it before 5, which he does. The referee is gonna reprimand him here. I'm not sure if Brix has any particular interest in what the official has to say. In fact, he's gonna cheat again. Again an illegal choke over the rope there. Once again though, stretching those rules, bending them without breaking them. Damon Brix. He's at his body weight to the throat. David Oliwa. Brix, with all of his experience, starting to show here. Oliwa, though, still with some fight in him. Brix trying to knock whatever resolve Oliwa has left out of him. Remember, Brix, ridiculously, in my view, holding Oliwa responsible for the fact that Brix didn't become the #1 contender for the Openweight Championship. Brix will drop a leg here, go for the cover, hooks the left leg of Oliwa, uses his right leg to help him kick out after a count of 2. Well, already it's been a very eventful night here, and if you'd like to see more of Pro Wrestling Austria, our next event is a free of charge event, June 22nd, as part of the Noonkirchen Summer Stage. And then Chapter 8, Critical Damage, coming up September 28th. You can get info on all our upcoming dates and tickets at www.pwoe.at. Damon Brix running in here after Oliwa. Oliwa got the elbow up. Brix will try again. This time the boot goes up for Oliwa. Clothesline. And a second one, or an elbow this time, in fact, from Oliwa. Brix gets scooped up, slammed down. Oliwa, a low clothesline. Gonna stay on top of him. Will that be enough? No, the Space Cowboy still has something left in the tank. Both men getting to their feet, but both men a little unsteady now. Both have been able to score some significant hits on each other. Reversal of the Irish whip by Brix, but Oliwa ducks a clothesline. Cross body from Oliwa. Oliwa with a lateral press and a kick out on 2. Brix using the referee to help himself get to his feet there. Oliwa coming straight back after him. Oliwa getting the crowd fired up. No doubt whose side these fans are on. We are sold out tonight in the Barbara Hall in Grünbach am Schneeberg. Big boot to the face here of Oliwa from Brix. Brix comes off the second turnbuckle with a flying clothesline. Can the Space Cowboy secure the victory? No. He's a former NCW World Heavyweight Champion, is Damon Brix. Brix knows every trick in the book. Look, while the referee's distracted, removing that turnbuckle pad. Exposing the steel. The referee's seen it. The referee sees it. The referee's going to replace that pad. He's going to try to, but no. Brix was going to send Oliwa into it. Referee saying no. I think referee is saying that I'll disqualify you if you do it. Look, Brix manhandling the official. And in the end, it's Brix who goes into the turnbuckle. The turnabout is fair play for Oliwa. Oliwa with his trademark spine buster on Brix. It has backfired horribly for Damon Brix as David Oliwa secures the win.
Und der Sieger dieses Matches, David Oliwa!
Damon Brix thought he was being smart, thought he was being underhanded, removing that turnbuckle pad. Referee saw what he'd done, and in the confusion, things were turned around against Damon Brix. David Oliwa sending Brix into the steel, and then a perfectly delivered spinebuster to knock the wind out of the Space Cowboy and to secure the win for Oliwa. Party time for David Oliwa. As these fans here in Austria getting ready for what promises to be a highly memorable match next. 12 men enter the battle zone, an over-the-top rope rumble match, the winner of which will become the #1 contender for the PWÖ Austria Openweight Championship. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's for a few moments' time. Right now, let's celebrate the victory. A victory that he really had to battle to earn. Did David Oliwa. Oliwa thanking the fans who helped him on his way to a victory over the Space Cowboy.
Seid ihr bereit für das erste Highlight des Abends? Seid ihr bereit für das 12-Mann-Rumble-Match? Es ist Zeit für Battle Zone. Die Regeln sind ganz einfach. 2 Männer beginnen. Alle 90 Sekunden kommt eine weitere Person in den Ring. Um auszuscheiden, muss man über das oberste Seil geschmissen werden. Beide Beine müssen den Boden berühren. Und der Sieger wird der neue #1 Contender auf den PWÖ Openweight Championship im September. Die Reihenfolge wurde im Vorfeld ausgelost und ich rufe jetzt Teilnehmer Nummer 1 in den Ring.
Oh, well, this is an unpleasant surprise. You know, I only have 6 names out of the 12 listed for who's been announced in advance to be a part of this Battle Zone match, and this man wasn't on the list, but he apparently is going to be competing the so-called international superstar.
Teilnehmer Nummer 1 kommt aus Soest. Er wiegt 105 Kilogramm. Hier ist der International Superstar Norman Harras.
Never a pleasure, always a chore to see Norman Harras, but one of the most irritating things about him, for all of his sense of entitlement, for his massive ego, he is, annoyingly, exceptionally talented as well.
Teilnehmer Nummer 1 aus Soest in Deutschland, der International Superstar Norman Harras!
He's also the only wrestler I know who insists on being announced multiple times when he enters a ring. Oh, do we really have to hear from him?
Vielen herzlichen Dank für die nette Introduction. Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, ich werde es noch einmal kurz reiterieren. Ich spreche langsam, ich spreche deutlich, damit auch ihr mich verstehen könnt. Ich bin der internationale Superstar dieses Sportes. Ich komme aus dem wunderschönen Deutschland. Und ich freue mich, dass die Krankenkasse hierzulande das Projekt offensichtlich bezuschusst. Wenn ich hier so in die Reihen schaue, dann verstehe ich mich heute doch als Entwicklungshelfer. Sag's nochmal, wer bin ich? Wer bin ich?
Der International Superstar Norman Harras.
That's the 3rd time he's been announced.
Und hier kommt Teilnehmer Nummer 2.
Well, I think there's going to be a much warmer reception for this man.
Teilnehmer Nummer 2 kommt aus Slowenien mit einem Kampfgewicht von 115 Kilogramm. Der Jugo Mirko Panic!
Hugo Mirko Panic, real fan favorite here in Pro Wrestling Austria, and I know that there was a lot of disappointment that he and his tag team partner Igor couldn't go further in the Tag Team Championship tournament in our last show, Stronger Together, eliminated in the first round against Amboss, but Panic with a chance to regroup here, take his mind off of tag team action and focus on the opportunity at hand, which is the same as all of his 11 opponents, a chance to be the #1 contender for the Openweight title. You can see how well loved Panic is, lots of support, lots of great relationships with many of the fans. Can Panic be the man who goes to Chapter 8, Critical Damage, September 28th this year, to challenge for the Openweight title? Poor Norman Harras, he's confused that someone entering to applause is something that's never happened to him in his life. He doesn't know what to make of it when it happens to someone else. Originally Slovenian, is Panic. Been wrestling for close to 2 decades. Among his big achievements here in Pro Wrestling Austria so far, he was part of the team, the 4-man team at Chapter 5, Full Mayhem. He was able to score a victory that required mid-card revolution. A very active stable here in Pro Wrestling Austria to break up.
Salam alaikum, dobro večero, guten Abend! Abracadabra vencida, da? Wer? Was? Der Jugo ist wieder da. Und jetzt zu meinem Gegner. Sein Name ist Normani Boy. So Normani Boy, wenn ich rede, bist du Gusch. Ich erkläre dir mal, wie es hier in Österreich abgeht. Wenn du hier frech bist, dann kassierst du. Wenn du frech bist, wirst du betoniert. Und wenn du frech bist, wirst du zerlegt. Und wenn ich sage Zerleger, sagt der Kollege, Zerleger, Zerleger, Zerleger. Und wisst ihr warum? Weil ich der Jugo bin.
Harris coming straight after Panic. This match gets underway, and again a reminder of the rules here in the battle zone. The only way to be eliminated is to be thrown out over the top rope. Both feet must hit the floor. Going to have another entrant entering every 90 seconds until all 12 men are here. And then whoever is the last man in the ring will be the #1 contender for the Openweight Championship. And it's coming at Harris. Harris gets the elbow up. And a boot to the face from Norman Harris. Harris was maybe looking for the uppercut, but he got arm dragged by Panic. And a hip toss. Things not starting well here for Harris. Big body slam. The international superstar not looking like much of a star at the moment. Norman Harris. Already in his young career, starting in just 2018, he's already been a two-time WXW shotgun champion after coming out of the WXW Wrestling Academy. Obviously still giving up a lot in experience, some 13 years worth of experience compared to Hugo. And Hugo looking to be very much in charge here against Harris, but maybe not. Harris planting him on the top rope, and that's a dangerous place to be. Clothesline from Panic takes down Harris.
Und der nächste, der dritte Teilnehmer, kommt in 10, 9, 8.
The clock is counting down. Who's going to be entrant number 3?
Mit der Startnummer 3, The Adorable Sultanov.
Sultanov was the leader of that group, Mid-Card Revolution I was talking about, the group that Panic played a role in dismantling at Chapter 5. That's probably why Sultanov has gone straight after Panic. Sultanov's another one who wasn't on my list here of entrants who we knew about. Panic was. So expect more surprises as we go along here. I think Norman Harris must be quite relieved that Sultanov came in here, giving him a little bit of respite. Panic's distracted by Sultanov. That gave Harris time to recuperate. Now I think we might see a temporary alliance maybe between Harris and Sultanov. Sultanov more than happy to stand back, let Harris do some work, and they're taking it in turns here. Snapmare from Harris. Sultanov with a smile on his face. Sultanov putting the boot in.
Nummer 4 kommt in 10, 9, 8.
So number 4 of 12 about to enter the battle zone.
Start Nummer 4, der Kaiser von Österreich, the Austrian Wolverine, Chris Colin.
The Emperor is here. The Austrian Wolverine, Chris Colin. And Colin going straight to work here. He's a difference maker. Chris Colin, I think, is the favourite to win this. Colin, body slam on Harris, lands on top of Sultanov. Colin renewing his hostilities here with Norman Harris. Colin defeated Harris one-on-one at our last show, Stronger Together. A meeting of the minds there between Sultanov and Harris. Colin Metehan trying to lift Harris. Sultanov coming to the rescue of the international superstar. Trying to quell this ball of energy that Cohen has been since he entered here. Cohen's going to be joined by Panic for a double suplex on Harris and Sultanov.
Nummer 5 kommt in 10, 9, 8, 7.
Who's it going to be? Number 5.
Start Nummer 5, the Sniper Rage!
Wait, it's a delayed Pro Wrestling Austria debut for Rage. The Sniper suffered a cruciate ligament rupture when he was due to enter into this company a long while ago. Sniper Rage going to work here, finding some difficulty already though against Chris Cohen. Rage is in danger of being thrown over the top. Harris taking advantage of the fact that Cohen was distracted. You can see that Harris sees Cohen as the biggest threat here. He's very focused on getting the Austrian Wolverine over the top. Rage and Harris working together against Cohen. Cohen on to the apron, but crawls back in under the bottom rope, crawls under the legs of Norman Harris. Rage has seen maybe the opportunity is better to get Panic out. Going to assist Sultanov. Panic battles his way back in. Now could be Harris in trouble.
Der nächste Teilnehmer. Halbzeit, Start Nummer 6 in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Number 6 on the way.
Hier ist für euch Igor!
A self-proclaimed former member of the Azerbaijani national wrestling team. And Igor, friends with Yugo. We saw them team up, as I said, at that tag team tournament, Stronger Together. We saw a bit of bushwhacker action then, we're seeing some here. The battering ram from Panic and Igor. Until Harris spoils the fun, as he has a tendency to do. Inverted atomic drop though on Harris. And Harris is out.
Und ausgeschieden ist Norman Harris.
First elimination of the match. Norman Harris will not be the number 1 contender. Igor is going after Rage. So we're halfway through here. Number 7 of 12 about to join us shortly. Cohen going after Sultanov. Panic and Igor double teaming on Rage.
Der nächste Teilnehmer kommt in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Here comes number 7. Oh my!
Start Nummer 7. Der Babo Metehan.
I said Chris Cohen was the favorite. I'd forgotten about this man. The Babo. Former GWF World Champion. Former WXW Shotgun Champion. Former 16-karat gold winner in 2019. And he was a star of NXT UK. The Babo Metehan coming in straight after Rage. Metehan, such a vicious fighter. It's all about earning a living, getting bread on the table for his family. And Metehan and Cohen, they know each other well. Metehan and Cohen going after each other. Poke to the eyes there from Cohen. It's all legal, of course, and well, Metehan giving as good as he gets.
Teilnehmer Nummer 8 kommt in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
5 seconds to go until number 8 enters the battle zone. Metehan being manhandled here by Cohen, and wait. Hold on now. The one-man armory is here.
Here is the one-man armory, Bullet!
Based on who we have announced in advance here for this match, Bullet is the heaviest and strongest competitor in the battle zone, making his Pro Wrestling Austria debut tonight. I've seen Bullet compete over in the United Kingdom, and I know what a force of nature he is. So is everyone else in the ring by the looks of it. 6 of them lining up to face Bullet. Bullet taking down Sultanov. Kolen goes down. Panic immediately out.
Ausgeschieden ist der Jugo Mirko Panic.
Rage and Metehan both being taken down by Bullet. Igor's in trouble. Igor might be going for a ride. Yes, he is. He's out as
Und
well.
ebenfalls ausgeschieden Igor. Teilnehmer Nummer 9 in 7, 6, 5.
I don't know if I'd want to get in there now with Bullet running rampant, but here comes number 9.
Mit der Startnummer 9, Peter White.
A 24-year veteran, Peter White. He was also part of that team that helped disband Midcard Revolution back at Chapter 5. So I'm sure Sultanov will have something to say to Peter White. White at the moment, though, after and hitting a barrier neck breaker. Hit that on Rage. Metehan will take Rage out.
Ausgeschieden ist Rage.
Metehan and White getting in each other's faces. White's going to throw Metehan out. Oh my goodness.
Und ebenfalls ausgeschieden Metehan.
Metehan can't believe it. I can't believe it. White and Metehan went face to face. Metehan, seconds later, finds himself eliminated from the battle zone. Bullet with the clothesline on White. Meanwhile, Cohen's trying to get Sultanov out.
Der 10. Teilnehmer kommt in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And number 10 of 12 gonna join us. I still can't believe Metehan is gone.
Start Nummer 10, Lucifer Lohan.
One half of Ray Give Out alongside Randleman, a team who controversially made it to the finals of that tag team title tournament at Stronger Together. A victory over Team Turbulence, albeit with help from a chair shot. Wait, Metehan's back in. White was looking at Lohan. Metehan's taken White
Und
out.
damit ausgeschieden Peter White.
We're talking about a sore loser. I thought Metehan had left, and he snuck back into the ring. He's eliminated the man who threw him out, Peter White. Metehan's not done either. Metehan's trying to injure White. The Babo has snapped here. Metehan threw that left arm into the ring post. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Metehan, notoriously short temper. And it has exploded here at the expense of Peter White. Lohan gets that high
Der
knee.
vorletzte Teilnehmer. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Well, penultimate entrant on his way, number 11. And look who's here. Peter White, livid as he, a little shoving match there. Binold Leach, the stylist, the personal stylist of Joe Bravo, who's accompanying him out here. Leach gonna enter the battle zone.
Teilnehmer Nummer 11, Binold Leach.
And both Leach and Bravo were part of that group that got disbanded, mid-card revolution. A knee from Lucifer Lohan to Leach. A DDT from Leach. Leach with the axe kick there, right to the back of the head, his heel onto the skull. Now Leach is going after Bullet, which is an ambitious move, and one that didn't quite pay off.
Und jetzt gebt noch mal alles für den 12. und letzten Teilnehmer in 10, 9, 8.
Well, the clock ticking down again, and every name on my list has already entered, so it's a mystery man at number 12. Wait, I recognize that music. Is it who I think it is? Yes, it is!
Der ehemalige WWE-Superstar, the X-Men, Axel Tischer!
The X-Man cometh! Back here in Pro Wrestling Austria! Tischer immediately taking down Colin. Going after Sultanov. Going after Leach. Lucifer Lohan in some trouble here. Axel Tischer is the first time we've seen him since Chapter 3. An unfair defeat on that night against Metzberg. And Tischer obviously coming out here all guns blazing, looking to set that right. But Tischer lifted up onto the apron by Bullet. Swing and a miss from Bullet. Bullet's throat dropped across the top rope. Axel Tischer up on the top rope himself, coming off the turnbuckle with a leaping clothesline. And Axel Tischer. Tischer, a surprise entrant here in the battle zone. He's got the most beneficial draw as well. Number 12 of 12. Sultanov, been in there the longest. He entered at number 3 and he's just taken a German suplex from Tischer. A game changer, the Axeman. Tischer, I think Tischer was going to look for the horrible slam. Took too long thinking about it. Bullet gets him up for a choke slam. And that will cut short any momentum that Axel Tischer had built up. In amongst all the excitement of seeing Tischer here, kind of forgot about Bullet. He's here to remind us as he takes out Sultanov.
Und ausgeschieden ist Sultanov.
A Bullet gonna clear the field here. Lucifer Lohan, is he out? No. Lohan's feet didn't touch. He's clinging on for dear life here. Chris Cohen coming after Bullet. That may have saved Lohan. Can Lohan get back in? Cohen's going to try and relinquish that grip of Lohan. Hang on. Lohan's got a hold of Cohen. Cohen now. Cohen dropping Lohan on his face. Lohan's in trouble. Bullet will try again. And this time Lohan's gone.
Ebenfalls ausgeschieden Lucifer Lohan.
Meanwhile, Leach tried to jump at Bullet. Might be a decision he long lives to regret. There goes Leach.
Und ebenfalls draußen Binold Leach. Die letzten 3 Teilnehmer. Chris Cohen, Bullet und Axel Tischer.
The final 3. Bullet and Cohen, plus Axel Tischer, that surprise number 12 entrant. Cohen now, the longest tenured man in the match. He came in at number 4. So he's been in there quite a long time. Fatigue is going to be a factor for the Austrian Wolverine, you've got to think. Cohen and Tischer going after the biggest man in the match. They've got Bullet down to a knee. Kolen and Tisha having a little bit of an argument on strategy, and Bullet able to take full advantage, clothesline them both down. Must be like wrestling an armored tank trying to take on Bullet. Bullet with that massive hand around the throat of Tisha, the other one around the throat of Kolen. Can't lift them both, surely. Double choke slam, both men escape. Both men with the right hands here on Bullet. Bullet charged, double kick from Tisha and Kolen. And a double clothesline, Bullet's out.
Und damit ist ausgeschieden Bullet. Die letzten beiden Teilnehmer, Chris Kolen, Axel Tischer. Wer wird neuer #1 Contender?
A reminder there about what's at stake. #1 contendership for the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship. Only one of these two men can go to Chapter 8, Critical Damage, September 28th, to challenge for the gold. Kolen and Tisha. And what a last two this is. Handshake between these two men, both of them highly respected, but Kolen trying to take Tisha by surprise. Both of them capable of some sneaky tactics if needed. Resumes of both of these guys, absolutely unbelievable. Kolen, a former GWF World Champion, almost regained that championship against Metehan at Full Mayhem. Tisha gives the boot up, but Kolen comes off the ropes. Kolen knocking Tisha down. Kolen is going to try and win it here. Tisha held on. Tisha on the apron. Kolen knows he's there. Comes back after him. There's a shoulder thrust from Tisha. Tisha off the top. Tisha gets kicked in the face by Kolen. So Tisha. Kolen's going to go for the Wolverine's end. Tisha stopping himself from being lifted. Got Kolen up. Fireman's carry here from Tisha. An airplane spin. Into a Death Valley driver. Axel Tisha's wrestled all around the world. He's been to WWE, to NXT. He's going to try and send Kolen all the way out. Kolen didn't even go over the top. He went between the top and middle rope. It wouldn't eliminate him if he went to the floor. Tisha looking to add to that incredible list of championships he's won as he brings Kolen back into the ring. Tisha's a former GWF World Champion, former two-time Unified World Wrestling Champion in WXW, many, many more as well. Is he about to become the #1 contender for the Openweight Championship? No, Kolen able to hang on again. Tisha, look at him slapping the hands here of Kolen. Kolen with a headbutt. Kolen knows he's got to get back into the ring. Oh, he's got Tisha up on his shoulders. If he can drop him to the floor, Kolen's the #1 contender. Tisha over the elbows. Tisha's not letting it happen. They're both on the apron. They both went over the top. Whoever drops to the floor here will lose the match. You're looking at surely the decisive moments of the Battle Zone match as Tisha and Kolen just trying to force each other down to the floor. Tisha going to German suplex him, for goodness sake. Tisha trying to German suplex Kolen. Tisha's got his body weight wrapped around the waist here of Kolen. He's got to be careful though, Tisha. If he drops there, it'll be over. Both men living dangerously here, but they're both over the top, back into the ring. We're back to where we started between these two. Kolen for the suplex, maybe. He's just lifting Tisha again over the rope onto the apron. That's smart from the Austrian Wolverine. Tisha kick to the head, buys himself a little bit of time, and a bit more. Needs to get back into that ring, does Tisha, but Tisha's exhausted. Oh, Tisha drops the rope, Cohen's gone! Tisha wins it! Tisha's the #1 contender!
Und der Sieger dieses Matches und damit neuer Top-Herausforderer auf den PWÖ Openweight Championship, the X-Men Axel Tisha!
Mark it in your diaries! September 28th, Chapter 8 of Pro Wrestling Austria, Critical Damage, the Axeman cometh for the Openweight Champion. What a battle between the final two in the battle zone. Tisha and Cohen. Tremendous respect between these two awesome pro wrestlers. Classy show of sportsmanship from Chris Cohen. Cohen gave it everything, but it is Axel Tisha who has won the Battle Zone match. And I'm sure both Robert Dreissker and Martin Payne, who are going to battle for the Openweight title later on, will have taken note, because whoever wins our main event tonight has a date with Destiny, September 28th, with the Axeman. Pretty Ricky Sky, the man with the 5-star moustache. Born in Slovakia, but nowadays one of the absolute best in Austrian wrestling.
Stammt aus Propat in der Slowakei. Wiegt 104 Kilogramm und ist der Wrestler mit dem 5-Sterne-Moustache. Hier ist für euch Ricky Sky!
Ricky Sky, though, with a point to prove here tonight. Back at that fallout match in Chapter 5, the 8-man tag where Mid-Card Revolution's future was on the line. He was the member of that faction, got pinned, forcing Mid-Card Revolution to disband. And afterwards, his now former stablemates, Binolt Leach, Joe Bravo and Sultanov, has left him lying in the middle of the ring. Sky now very much on his own, looking for a win in a one-on-one match here tonight in the Barbara Hall.
Ich glaube, dein Spiegel ist ja gebrochen, weil du fast aufs Maul gefallen bist. Und hier kommt sein Gegner. On his way to the ring, hailing from Cardiff, Wales. He's weighing in 250 pounds. He is sicker than your average. This is J. Joshua!
Always puts a smile on my face to see J. Joshua, but for many of these fans, it's going to be the first time seeing him. Pro Wrestling Austria debut for the man who is sicker than your average. J. Joshua, in some ways, I always find him to be something of a contradiction in terms. Very likeable, happy-go-lucky fellow. But there is an aggressive side to JJ. It has taken him to become the attack champion. Championships elsewhere as well. Ricky Sky is still upset about his mirror being confiscated, but needs to keep less of an eye on himself and more of an eye on J. Joshua. Be an interesting clash of styles here. Joshua has a background in amateur wrestling and MMA. Ricky Sky with a background in judo. Sky, you can tell he's in a bad mood after the dissolution of Mid-Card Revolution. Not sure why he eats humans for breakfast, but that's another question. Sky endearing himself to absolutely nobody. There we go, the bell rings. And Sky far more concerned with the aesthetic opinion of the crowd than he is with how this match is going to go. Sky is offering a handshake in his finest English, so let's have it fair and square. Joshua not sure. I wouldn't be sure about shaking Ricky Sky's hand. I'm not sure I'd shake the hand of anyone with a moustache like that. Yeah, well, that's what he wanted. He wanted to try and embarrass Jay Joshua, and that might be a big mistake. As I said, as good of a guy as Jay Joshua is, don't make him mad. Ricky Sky just has. Back into the ring now. We'll have a collar and elbow tie-up. Sky with a side headlock here. Joshua, though, very, very powerful. Has explosive power. Does JJ. Sky needs to be very, very careful because that could happen. Like being hit by a bus. Joshua to the ropes, catches Sky in midair. You can hold him there all day, but instead, effortlessly body slams him down to the canvas and then drops his body weight with a standing senton. Joshua, slap across the face. And Sky didn't like that. Sky, I know, places a very high premium on how his face looks. Jay Joshua, I think, would quite like to rearrange that face. He's coming to do exactly that. He's chopped him across the chest. Joshua will knock lumps out of opponents. Ricky Sky needs to get his head in the game here. Sky trying to send Joshua into the apron and does so. Then sends him into the ring post. I think it was that left shoulder of Joshua that may have taken the brunt of the impact on the steel there. Now, if he's noticed that, I'm sure we'll try and capitalize. Sky with a boot to the face. Sky with a real determination here to prove that he's not the reason that Mid-Card Revolution had to disband back at Chapter 5. Joshua in the corner. Sky coming at him again. It's him right in the jaw. Referee keeping a close eye out for the closed fist there, said it was all right. Joshua now has Sky back in the corner. This is trouble for Ricky Sky. Joshua with a flurry of chops. Sky trying to do the same to Joshua. It didn't last long. Trading places here, and Sky, that chop really did leave a mark. Sent Joshua down to his knees. Sky with a clubbing blow down on the back of Jay Joshua. Sky going to pick Joshua up. There's an elbow. Joshua fighting back as he gets back to his feet. Gets sent to the ropes though, and into a power slam. Well delivered by Sky. Sky hooks the legs. Put his shoulders down, or put his weight down on the shoulders rather, but Joshua still was able to kick out. Nonetheless, Jay Joshua having a difficult time of it on his Pro Wrestling Austria debut. Joshua just trying to do what he can to make sure that Sky isn't able to tighten the grip on that sleeper hold. Adjusting his body position here. He can get himself to a vertical base. He'll have more options for how to defend himself. Will Joshua able to use the elbow now into the abdomen 3 times, and Sky knew he was on a losing battle, changed plans. Get a big strike across the back. Joshua sent down again. And now Sky dropping the elbow. And another elbow from Ricky Sky. A lot of talk here from Sky, and yeah, he took too long. Joshua had time to regain his bearings there, got out of the way because Sky was busy jaw-jacking with the fans. Joshua though found no one in the corner, able to duck the clothesline is JJ. They both hit each other, and both men go down to a knee. Very competitive one-on-one match. Very evenly poised between Joshua and Ricky Sky. Exchanging elbows. Hitting each other as much force as they can. Neither man is going down. They are both looking a little insecure on their feet, as you would after suffering this kind of repeated trauma. And this time Sky, I think he probably would have gone down if it wasn't for the ropes. Poke to the eyes from Sky to Joshua. Took a shortcut there, but unfortunately it might be a shortcut that pays off for him. Maybe not. Joshua with the elbow, then a kick. Joshua with a combo here. Joshua, background in mixed martial arts, coming to his aid. Here comes Joshua. Charging into the corner, no, Sky is gone, but Joshua put the brakes on. Now Joshua lifts him up onto his shoulders. Big trouble for Ricky Sky, the power slam. Side press from Joshua, and he didn't hook the leg. Sky kicked out on 2. Joshua though, with the adrenaline flowing now, demanding that Ricky Sky gets back to his feet. Spinning kick from Joshua got blocked by Sky. Sky, great power to lift him up for a power bomb. The pin and a kick out over a shoulder coming up for Joshua just in time. Joshua stunned. Not many people who can manhandle him like that, lift him up for a power bomb, but Ricky Sky just did it. Sky mockingly telling the fans to clap along. A few are doing exactly what he says, but not very many. Joshua again catches Sky. Joshua has him up. Joshua kicked him on the way down. Joshua measuring Ricky Sky. Oh my God, what a spinning kick. Almost took his head off. Joshua almost took Ricky Sky's head off, but Sky kicked out again. Sky survives. Man, his brain must have been rattled. It must have been on instinct alone. How on earth Ricky Sky got that shoulder up, I have no idea. I thought Joshua hit that impact on the kick absolutely perfectly. Great credit to Ricky Sky that he was able to kick out. Joshua though going to lift him for the muscle buster. Joshua going to look to end it. Well, Sky escaped. If Joshua had hit that, I think it would have been over. Instead though, Ricky Sky looking for the backslide on JJ. Sky down to a knee, trying to get that leverage. Joshua fighting back. Joshua switching the arm position so that he can get the backside. And he does. Shoulders of Sky are down for 2 and not for 3. Wait, what is that? Who is that? Someone in a hood was grabbing the leg of Joshua. Was that a fan? It was a roll-up from Sky. Joshua was confused. Joshua took his eye off the ball, and Sky's won.
Und der Sieger dieses Matches, Ricky Sky.
Wait, I know who that is. That's Diotima. We've seen her a few times before. It seems to me, though, is she now allied with Ricky Sky? She was instrumental there in the victory. That distraction from Diotima was enough to give Sky the victory via roll-up over Jay Joshua. Well, Joshua furious here. Meanwhile, up next, it is our last woman standing
Was für ein
match.
unschönes Ende, aber einen großen Applaus für den Mann aus Wales, für Jay Joshua.
Ich bin Jessy. Jay. Ich mach, was ich will. Gar nichts.
You better buckle up, because this one might go off the rails quickly. Here comes the Kendo Stick Pitbull.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring aus Salzburg. Sie ist der Kendo Stick Pitbull. Hier ist Jessy J.
For 2 years, the mutual hatred between Jessy J and Moxie has grown and grown and grown. Will this be the night? Will this be the match that finally settles the score?
Und hier kommt ihre Gegnerin.
You talk about entering the battle zone. That is what Moxie is doing here.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring aus Linz. This is Moxie!
It is not a look of fear. It is a look of determination on the face of Moxie. And for almost any other human being, you would think it would be a look of absolute terror given what Jessy J has put Moxie through in the past, 2 years? Think back to a year ago, last April, that kendo stick match had to be stopped by the referee after Jessy J handcuffed Moxie to the turnbuckle and then repeatedly hit her across the back with a kendo stick. Think about what happened just at our last show in January, where Moxie was attacked by Jessy J backstage before she could come out for a match with Alice Inc. Jessy J took her place, and then a bloodied Moxie came out to challenge her to this match, a last woman standing match. The rules could not be simpler. There are essentially no rules, except one. Whoever stays down for a referee's count of 10 will lose the match, and their opponent will be the last woman standing. This one starting out with a pretty intense collar and elbow tie-up. If it's resembling a wrestling match at the moment, I would suggest to you it might not for long. They're already outside of the ring. There's no count-outs here either. Anything goes. And you can be counted down for that count of 10 anywhere. It doesn't have to be inside the ring. It could be anywhere in this building, anywhere in this city tonight. And again, sold-out crowd here at Barbara Hall in Grünbach am Schneeberg. Moxie and Jessy J find themselves on opposite sides of the ring. They come in and have the same idea at the same time. Double clothesline, and they're both down, which means the referee starts counting. It is possible to have a double count out here. Obviously that would be a draw, which would settle nothing. I hope that doesn't happen, and thankfully they're both back up to their feet. As much as I find it deeply worrying when you have a match with no rules like this, maybe this rivalry has got to a point. A match like this is the only way to settle things, as Jessy J gets that kick to the midsection and then a boot to the side of the head of Moxie. Moxie, great counter in midair into a bulldog. Moxie charging into Jay in the corner. Moxie looking the most fired up of the two. She's the one with more reason to seek revenge. Jessy J has been very much the antagonist throughout this feud. There's a German suplex from Jay. And again, we talked about it earlier, but we would love to know what you think of all the action you're seeing tonight. Who do you think is going to be the last woman standing? You can join the conversation on social media. Tag us at Pro Wrestling AT on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. Wherever you go on social media, we would be happy to hear your views as Jessy J looking under the ring. There's a bag of something, a couple of chairs as well she threw in there. Jay with a snap suplex. Normally there you might go for a pin, but remember, no pinfalls here. Instead, she's gone for a kendo stick. Kendo stick across the back of Moxie. This is reminiscent of what happened in that kendo stick match, except then, of course, Moxie was handcuffed, couldn't defend herself, couldn't move away. What is Jessy J doing? She's going under the ring time and again, looking for more and more toys I use that word loosely. He's in the ring again with the kendo stick, and again taking it here to Moxie. After everything they've been through, if Jessy J is just going to beat Moxie to a pulp here, it might settle the rivalry, but not in a way that would be in any way satisfactory to Moxie or to most of the Pro Wrestling Austria fans, I'd suggest. What is Jessy J looking for? She's found another kendo stick. How many do you need? Picking her weapon of choice, laying a chair down in the middle of the ring, and putting Moxie down across that chair, kicks her in the head. Just stomping on the back of the skull of Moxie is Jessy J. And now J up top, trouble here for Moxie. For the foot stomp, couldn't get it, and Moxie got a chair up into the face of Jessy J. Moxie buries that chair deep into the abdomen. Get the impression Moxie knows this is the fight of her life. The chair being brought down twice onto Jessy J. Now the kendo stick maybe. Jessy J might get a taste of her own medicine. Yes, she does. And again, one to the front, one to the back. Moxie, the gut-wrench suplex, almost dropped her on her head. Well, Jessy J is flat on her back. I think Moxie will almost be disappointed if she doesn't get up now, because Moxie feels like she's just getting started. Moxie wants to lay more of a beating here on Jessy J. Referee already, I think, halfway through his count. Got Moxie. Moxie's been rearranging some furniture in the meantime. Saw Jessy J was going to beat the count of 10. Straight back on her. Looking to suplex Jessy J through those chairs. J turns things around. Moxie going to go through the chairs. The back of her legs smashing into the seat of those two chairs. Now they're both down. Both women grimacing in pain. Jay, though, pushing those chairs out of the way. Grab that drawstring bag. Oh, something jangling in there. What is it? Oh my God. Is that bottle tops? A bag full of bottle tops. Imagine how painful they would be to land on. They're everywhere. Scattered across the ring. Moxie got the boot up as Jay came running in. That entire quarter of the ring there absolutely covered in bottle tops. Those jagged edges on those bottle tops could do an enormous amount of damage if you landed on them. And Jessy J looking to make sure that Moxie does land on them. Jessy J looking for a superplex on the bottle tops and gets it. God, imagine the pain that is ravaging the body of Moxie and of Jessy J. She landed on them as well. And this has been every bit as brutal as we expected. Both women down. Real chance this time that it could end in a draw. They're both moving. And Jessy J has bottle tops sticking out of her back, for goodness sake. She's up. Jessy J is up. Moxie's not. She needs to beat the count. She just about does. Needed the ropes to help her get her balance. Jay's got the kendo stick again. More strikes with that kendo stick to Moxie. Another bag full of toys. What's this now? Whatever it is, Moxie just got struck in the head with it. That's Lego bricks. Again, imagine how painful to land on those. If you've ever trodden on one, you'll know what I'm talking about. Imagine your body landing on them. This is unreal here from Jessy J. She's still got bottle top sticking out of her back. Moxie's got the arms hooked. Moxie using her head as a weapon, repeatedly headbutting Jessy J. Moxie has her up. Samoan drop on the Lego. Now it's Jessy J's turn. Can she answer the count? And unlike that superplex, there's only one woman who took the brunt of the impact there. Moxie's already to her feet. The question is, how much does the kendo stick pitbull have left? Stomps here from Moxie. That obviously stops the referee's count. Moxie with a kendo stick again, and again, and again. And Moxie's obviously been dreaming about what she's going to do to Jessy J for a very long time. Again, the referee's count up to 4 on Jessy J. Moxie already looking for what she's going to do next. Already assuming that Jessy J is going to get out of it. What is that? What are those? Like drinks cans? A couple of slabs of drinks cans there. I got into the head of Jessy J. Moxie. Bring that one down on Jessy J as well. How many cans is that? Must be at least a dozen cans taped together. Another cluster of cans right into the head. Jessy J's got to be seeing double here. She is out. I think Jessy J is out. Moxie came for revenge. She's 8 seconds away from getting it. Moxie limping around the ring, but at least she's on her feet. The same can't be said for Jessy J. Up to a count of 7. It's now or never for Jessy J to get to her feet. That's a count of 9. She's up. She saw Moxie waiting for her on the turnbuckle. Jessy J joining Moxie up there. Moxie trying to fight her off. Moxie slipping underneath. Moxie! Powerbomb onto the drinks, for goodness sake! Look at the crumpled metal, and imagine the crumpled spine of the kendo stick pitbull. Again, referee with the count. She's stirring. I don't know if she can get up to her feet before 10 though. Referee's already up to, this is going to be 8. Moxie thinks she's done enough. Oh no, Jay rolled out. And that was smart. That was the quickest way to her feet. Roll out of the ring, you don't have to get up. You just plant your feet on the arena floor. Moxie's going to follow her though. Jay's got a kendo stick again. Jessy J buys herself some time and brings that kendo stick down across the back of Moxie. And again, how many of these kendo stick shots has Moxie taken since the opening bell? Well, you can add more to it now. Look at this from Jessy J. Another half dozen shots there. And now it's Moxie's turn. We're going to find out how much she has. How badly does she want this? Well, no, we're not, because Jessy J's going to pick her up. Jessy J picking up Moxie, sending her face first into the ring steps. Look at this. Vicious from Jessy J, just dragging her by the hair, sending her into the wall. More shots. Those kendo stick shots will have left a mark on Moxie that will not disappear for a long time. Now what? Jessy J has a table, for goodness sake. What is she doing? Referee is counting Moxie down again. Moxie, though, gathering her thoughts, gritting her teeth. Is she going to answer the count? If she does, it might be out of the frying pan into the fire. Moxie knows she's got to get up now. And she does. So Jessy J grabs her. J planting Moxie on a table here. What's she doing? She's climbing that gymnastic equipment up the side of the wall. God, how dangerous is this? Oh, Jessy J looked for the elbow. Moxie moved out of the way, and the kendo stick pitbull went through the table. Jessy J is out. Moxie is down as well, though. Moxie's got to get to her feet. There's no way Jessy J is getting up. Moxie is up. Jay is down. And Moxie wins, last woman standing. Wild.
Die Siegerin und damit the last women standing, Moxie!
Absolutely wild between Moxie and Jessy J. Yeah, my mind goes back to last autumn when Moxie tried to challenge Jessy J to a match. The microphone was muted by Pro Wrestling Austria officials, and it was all because they were worried about what might unfold if these two women did go head to head. Well, it happened tonight. There were no rules. They kept fighting till one of them could not get up. And when it came to it, the last woman standing after everything that Jessy J has put her through was Moxie. Look at the carnage in the ring. Unbelievable.
Sie hat sich im Last Women Standing Match durchgesetzt. Moxie!
I don't know if it's even sunk in yet for Moxie, what she has achieved here. Jessy J is crawling back towards the ring. Maybe this isn't over because, unfortunately, Jessy J has a kendo stick in her hand. She's in the ring here. Finally able to get to her feet. Moxie sees her. This has got to end. Okay, what is this? Jessy J handing the kendo stick to Moxie in a fist bump. My God, I never thought we'd see that. I never thought we'd see that. A show of respect from Jessy J towards Moxie. Moxie clearly has earned the respect of the kendo stick pitbull by defeating her here in Last Woman Standing. And Moxie, I was going to say she'll celebrate long into the night, but she might need to go to the hospital. Both these women might. It was an intense fight, as we expected. Moxie wins Last Woman Standing, and coming up next, the first tag team title defense of our new tag team champions, the Gulyas brothers.
Wir machen jetzt zuerst weiter mit einem weiteren Highlight an diesem Abend, denn es ist der erste Titelkampf. Der nächste Kampf ist angesetzt auf einen Fall. Er hat ein Zeitlimit von 30 Minuten und es geht um die PWÖ Tag Team Championships. Ich rufe die Herausforderer in den Ring.
It was a real shocker when these two men didn't make the finals of the tag team title tournament. They were robbed of the opportunity. At Stronger Together, they get a chance to win the gold here.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring, sie kommen aus Graz mit einem Kampfgewicht, einem Gesamtgewicht von 191 Kilogramm. Tornado, Torpedo, Team Turbulence!
And this is kind of interesting. It's something of a mixed reaction here for Team Turbulence. Normally firm fan favourites, but such is the appreciation for the new tag team champions, the Gulyas brothers. I think they're not quite getting the unanimous support that they're used to. Tornado and Torpedo. Austria's #1 tag team for a long time. They've been teaming together for 8 years. Are they about to become the Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions?
Und hier kommen ihre Gegner.
What a night it was at Stronger Together. The Gulyas brothers surviving the first round, getting a victory over the Bleach Blonde Bastards, and then beating not only Virgile Defour but also the Arrows of Hungary to become the first ever Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions. They're also the current HCW Tag Team Champions. Those are the other titles they have over their shoulders here. So the Gulyas brothers, Urkshi and Vilmos, building a reputation as one of the best teams in the world.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring aus Debrecen in Ungarn mit einem Gesamtgewicht von 230 Kilogramm. Urkshi, Vilmos, die Gulyas Bros!
Can't wait to see this one. A lot of fans expected Team Turbulence and the Gulyas brothers to be two of the three teams who were in that tag team title tournament final. And it came to pass for the Gulyas brothers, but not for Tornado and Torpedo. I'm sure over these past 3 months that Team Turbulence have felt a sense of bitterness. They were robbed of the chance to be in that final. A chair shot, courtesy of Virgile Defour, robbing them of victory in their first round match. They would have loved to have been the first ever Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions. That distinction, though, will forever belong to the Gulyas brothers. Nonetheless, Team Turbulence still have the opportunity to become the second ever. And it's an opportunity they very much intend to take up here tonight at Battlezone. Bell rings, and the first tag team title defense of the two brothers from deep in the Hungarian countryside. Starting off here with Urkshi, the bull of the village. In there against Tornado. Urkshi grabbing a wrist lock. Urkshi knowing he and his brother now have huge targets on their back if they are to survive tonight against Team Turbulence. There is a long, long line of other teams wanting to face whoever wins here. Tornado been able to turn things to his advantage. Team Turbulence, I suppose a lot more experience than the Gulyas brothers. They've, as I said, been teaming for 8 years. And, been wrestling individually for longer than that. They've both fought as a team in Germany, England, USA, all over the place. The Gulyas brothers still just kind of breaking out of Central Europe. Certainly out of their native Hungary. Snapmare takedown there from Urkshi. Gets a 1 count. Sweeps the leg of Tornado. I think asking for a fist bump here. I think it was slapped away by Tornado. Tornado in no mood for camaraderie. Team Turbulence have come here to right a wrong. Referee wants a clean break from Tornado. Almost got one, just a little hit across the chest. Urkshi's happy to respond to in kind. Tornado though, grabbing the head. Down that elbow, right between the shoulder blades a few times. Now into the Gulyas brothers corner where Vilmos will tag in. Urkshi goes low, Vilmos with a shoulder block. Now Urkshi for running senton splash. Vilmos gonna get lifted by his brother, dropped on Tornado, crushing the ribs of one of the challengers. Tornado still kicked out on 2. Urkshi and Vilmos, obviously with that natural understanding of each other that comes from having grown up together. Tornado sending Urkshi into the Team Turbulence corner. Charging into that corner before tagging in Torpedo. They are described so often as a well-oiled machine, a Team Turbulence. You're seeing exactly why they fit that description here. Torpedo goes for the pin. It's a kick out, but a statement of intent from the challengers for the Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team titles. Tornado tags himself back in. From the double team. Springboard shoulder block into that Russian leg sweep. Tornado goes for the pin. Right shoulder comes up for Urkshi. Urkshi, an elbow. Smart from Tornado, he dropped the top rope. Urkshi goes flying to the outside. No padding out there, just a very thin layer of carpet, very hard landing. Urkshi just getting out of dodge there before Team Turbulence could launch himself onto him. They might do it a second time onto both Gulyas brothers, yes they will. Team Turbulence, the experience paying off here. Urkshi rolled back into the ring. He's the legal man for the Tag Team Champions. Will they still be Tag Team Champions a few minutes from now? A lot of the smart money going into this match placed on Team Turbulence. They are such an established team. Urkshi diving towards his corner. Tag his brother, who immediately got taken out by Torpedo. Cover on Vilmos, and Vilmos gets that shoulder up on 2. Team Turbulence, though, will feel they are getting closer with these various pin attempts to achieving their goal. Torpedo tagging in Tornado. Rapid fire tags now from the challengers. Tornado will take a run up and then crushes Urkshi, or rather Vilmos, in the corner. Kick to the spine from Tornado. Will that be enough? No, it's a kick out. Kick out from Vilmos. Gonna try again. Tornado persistent in his efforts to force those shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3. Another tag. Torpedo back in. Already the competitive nature of our tag team division on display here in this first ever tag team title defense. Torpedo goes behind Vilmos, trying to drag him away from his brother. Vilmos trying for all he can to get over to Urkshi. He was fingertips away, he's still fingertips away. And Torpedo won't let go. Torpedo like a pit bull there, wouldn't let go. refused to let Vilmos anywhere near his brother. There's the pin. Another kick out from Vilmos, but a less persuasive one. Vilmos is fading here. He urgently needs the tag to his brother. Torpedo instead takes him to another corner, chops him across the chest. Team Turbulence are all business here tonight. They have come to get a job done. Vilmos ran into that corner, Torpedo out of the way, but when he ran back in, Vilmos was there with the kick. Here comes Vilmos, springboard crossbody off the second rope. Vilmos may have the opportunity he needs. The boar of the village needs to make the tag to his brother. Torpedo's gonna get to Tornado, I think. And Vilmos makes it to Urchi. Both teams make the tag. Shoulder block from Urchi. Tornado taken down twice. Big body slam. Urchi wants the noise from the crowd. They're happy to oblige. Another body slam from Urchi. Tornado going to try and fire back at him. Just cannot make his mark here. Tornado on Urchi at the moment. Left hands from Urchi. Urchi. Bit of Dusty Rhodes inspired offense there from the bull of the village. Urchi forces him back into the middle of the ring. Takes him down with the lariat. The pin right in the center of the squared circle, but Tornado kicked out. Tornado, I think he thinks he's found a safe haven in the corner, but I think he might be mistaken. Because look who's coming. The freight train that is Urchi dragged out of the, or rather Tornado dragged out of the way, and Urchi cannonballed nothing but turnbuckle. Vilmos taken out as well on the outside. Could that be the critical mistake that cost the Gulyas brothers the tag team titles? Torpedo tagged in. They are laying in wait for Urchi. Team Turbulence. Urchi knows if he goes down here, the tag titles are gone. Team Turbulence just battering him again though. The double Uranagi. Urchi finds himself in the eye of the storm. Team Turbulence, both sides of him, dropping from up high. Urchi in huge trouble. The pin from Torpedo. Vilmos broke it up. Vilmos broke it up and saved the tag team titles. Torpedo now going straight back on Vilmos. And that looked like just pure frustration from Torpedo. Tornado tagged back in. This one's dissolving into more of a fight than a wrestling match. 2-on-1 here for Team Turbulence. They're going to try the double team on Vilmos, but Vilmos went to the ropes. Looking not to suffer the same fate as his brother. These elbows from Vilmos. Headbutt now. Here comes Urchi helping out his brother. The double team from the Gulyas brothers. The pin and the win. They're still the champions.
Die Sieger und weiterhin PWÖ Tag Team Champions. Öxi, Vilmos, die Gulyas Bros.
The Gulyas brothers found a way to retain the titles, and that is what champions do. Team Turbulence, with that advantage in experience, with that determination to right the wrongs from Stronger Together, had every motivation. But the Gulyas brothers got it done. Tornado, exhausted, disappointed. Torpedo is livid. I think they spent the past 3 months here firing themselves up, persuading themselves that this was the night that they would become tag team champions, and it hasn't happened for Team Turbulence. Gulyas brothers offering their hands in friendship. This is unusual from Team Turbulence, normally real sportsmen, but turning their backs on the handshake. Gulyas brothers aren't having any of it. Eventually, we get a handshake between Vilmos and Tornado, and then one between Urgshi and Torpedo, but it was reluctantly on the part of Team Turbulence. They are normally, as I say, of very different character. Our Team Turbulence, we still did get a handshake, but Tornado and Torpedo just about as upset as I've ever seen them. I'm sure they'll go back, watch the tape, look at what they can improve on. They still have that reputation as one of, if not the best tag team in Austria. But until you are the tag team champions, you are not the best. The Gulyas brothers able to beat Team Turbulence tonight. It is back to the drawing board for Tornado and Torpedo.
Wir kommen zum Match, welches in der Pause erst angekündigt worden ist. Es ist ein Singles-Match angesetzt auf einen Fall. Mit einem Zeitlimit von 20 Minuten auf dem Weg zum Ring. Er kommt aus Berlin in Deutschland mit einem Kampfgewicht von 90 Kilogramm. Er ist der Babo Metehan!
Well, we take care of business quickly here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Second time tonight we've seen Metehan, who earlier tonight was responsible for eliminating Peter White from the Battle Zone match. After White eliminated him, both men wanted to continue the fight. That has been approved. We're going to have a singles match between these two. See if they can settle their differences right here before we go off the air. A late addition to our card prior to the Openweight title match.
Und hier kommt sein Gegner. Sein Gegner kommt aus Wien mit einem Kampfgewicht von 100 Kilogramm. Peter White!
And no surprise that Peter White looks like he's tendering that left arm a little bit. Metehan sent that arm into the steel ring post after eliminating White and then that vicious assault on the outside. White's got that left arm strapped up here. It looks to me like Peter White is not 100%. I don't know if this is smart on the part of White to go after Metehan if you're not really on your A game here. Because Metehan is a dangerous, dangerous man. Metehan rolling to the outside. get the sense here, look at the smirk on the face of Metehan. Trying to frustrate Peter White, trying to be like a matador to a raging bull. He knows that White is seething. In fact, Metehan illegally got back into the ring to eliminate him from that Rumble match earlier. Here comes Peter White. White with the elbows to Metehan, sends him down. Discus lariat. Metehan in trouble. He hasn't got a smirk on his face now, has he? Body slam from White. You see though, he's leading on everything with his right arm is White. Just used his left to send Metehan to the ropes, but that made him wince with pain. And that left arm again, or the shoulder at least, going into the turnbuckle, and then a shot from Metehan from behind. Trying to cover up here is White, but he's having to use his left arm to do so. Metehan, look at him, absolutely merciless. Stomping on that left arm. Metehan says it's all about taking the food home to put on his family's table, about nothing more, but I think it is about something more. There is a sadistic side to Metehan. He enjoys this. Stamping on that already damaged arm. When these two went eye to eye, face to face in the Battle Zone match earlier, I think, no disrespect to White, but Metehan was such a favourite that I think it was a surprise to a lot of us when White almost immediately eliminated Metehan. Certainly a surprise to Metehan, who just couldn't take it, got back in, returned the favour. And then, as we saw, damage to that left arm. Damage that he is doubling down on here in this impromptu one-on-one match. Metehan stretching that left arm across the middle rope. White not having the night he'd hoped for. Metehan doing more damage. Both men started the night hoping to win that Battle Zone match, hoping to be the #1 contender for the Openweight Championship at Chapter 8 in September. Critical damage. Instead, Axel Tischer winning the match. And now, this bitter personal issue arising from that match, spawning, as I say, an unscheduled singles match here. At the moment, it's not so much a match as a mismatch, because Metehan is just tearing into that left arm of Peter White. I would suggest this would be a much more back and forth, much more even contest if White was in full health. It is Metehan's fault that he's not. See Metehan just trying to stretch out, put more pressure on that left arm. White had his right arm free, couldn't lift Metehan though. His left arm gave way. Metehan bringing it down over the shoulder. Version of a neck breaker, bringing it down to his knee there, going for the cover for a 2 count. And again, look at him going back to that grip, that firm grip of his hands together behind the left shoulder. Arm stretched out over the right shoulder of Metehan, looking to hyperextend the elbow. Cause more and more damage. White trying to free himself up a little bit. Metehan though, now taking it down to the canvas. What's he doing? Removing the elbow pad. He's sick. He's a sick human being, is Metehan. Look at the elbows. The point of the elbow into that arm. The arm bar here. Trying to force a submission. Trying to make an example of Peter White. Trying to make him tap out. White was looking for the bottom rope. Metehan pulling him away from it. Got the legs here. There's still plenty of power in those legs. They kick away at Metehan. White's back to his feet. It's that right leg up, but effectively White battling here with only 3 of his 4 limbs. Metehan caught the leg. He's going to try and lift him for the suplex. It's Metehan. White couldn't get him. Swung at him with the right arm. He's got his leg swept away from under him. The stomp between the shoulder blades by Metehan. Counter. I think Metehan was looking for a suplex, maybe a brainbuster. Instead, a quick suplex from Peter White. White buys himself some time. Referee has a count on both men. This has been a courageous effort from Peter White in these circumstances. Metehan, though, is first back to his feet. Metehan with a strike with the elbow. White with his good arm. Hits an elbow of his own. White putting all of his body weight behind that shot. Metehan doing the same. He's got the left arm again, but White doesn't let him do whatever he had planned. Here comes White. Elbow after elbow to the left cheek of Metehan. Metehan, though, kicked him down. White gets sent to the rope. Shoulder block from White. Then a drop kick. Metehan suddenly with no answer to the offense of Peter White. Power slam from White. Every move, though, making the pain course through that left arm even more. Metehan with a shot right into the chest. Sent White to the turnbuckle. White ends up on the apron. Right hand from White. Over the top, gets a DDT. And the way he's improvising here, and he doesn't have that option of using the second arm, I think this has been stunning from Peter White. But he's still in there against one of the most dangerous men in the game. Looking for that barrier neck breaker. White was looking to end it. Man knew what was coming. Saw how quickly he scarpered to the outside of the ring. Yeah, White's being smart here. He knows he can't give Metehan any time to recuperate. Metehan trying to get away from him. Metehan's got a belt in his hand. White, low blow from Metehan. Referee's back was turned. He was getting rid of that belt. Metehan with that brutal strike with the elbow. That running strike from Metehan. The hook of the leg, and the PWÖ defeats White.
Und der Sieger dieses Kampfes, Metehan!
I have no idea what point Metehan thinks he's proving, other than that he is a vicious son of a you-know-what. Metehan, having already ruined Peter White's chances in the Battle Zone match, comes back, does more damage to the arm, and puts him away, one-on-one. And he is delighted with himself, of course he is. Look at him taunting White. Grotesque from Metehan, but he doesn't care. All he cares about is taking home the winner's purse, and he's going to get it. Look at the smugness, unbearable.
Österreich, hör gut zu. Es gibt nur einen Mama in diesem Land. Und das ist Metehan. Ich bin hier die Nummer 1. Es gibt keinen besseren als mich.
Metehan, your winner. Our main event is next.
Es wird Zeit für den Main Event der Veranstaltung. Seid ihr bereit? Der letzte Kampf des Abends ist angesetzt mit einem Zeitlimit von 30 Minuten. Es ist ein Singles-Match angesetzt auf einen Fall. Und es geht um den Pro Wrestling Österreich Openweight Championship. Ich rufe die beiden Gegner in den Ring und stelle sie euch dann noch einmal vor. Zuerst der Herausforderer.
Martin Payne already had impressive victories in Pro Wrestling Austria against Norman Harris and Wild Boar Mike Hitchman, among others. But when he defeated Amboss's Laurance Roman at Stronger Together 3 months ago, the Pro Wrestling Austria management decided that they could not look away anymore. He had forced his way past the gatekeeper to Robert Dreissker, and Martin Payne was named as the #1 contender. But we have only had one openweight champion in the history of this company so far. Robert Dreissker has held that title for close to 600 days. Can Martin Payne do what no one else has been able to, and that is defeat the leader of Amboss for the biggest prize there is in Pro Wrestling Austria?
Und hier kommt sein Gegner.
He's here, and he's not here alone. Robert Dreissker with Laurance Roman at his side, holding not only the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight title, but handing off the Passion Pro Championship, a title he also holds. And by the way, he remains the WXW Unified World Wrestling Champion. There are few in European wrestling with the CV. There are few as physically intimidating as Robert Dreissker. Whatever Amboss are lacking in the popularity stakes with the Pro Wrestling Austria fans, they make up for in spades, not only with talent, but with a pure will to win and a determination to get the victory by any means necessary. It has brought them a stunning level of success, Dreissker especially. And Dreissker has the look of a man who is so confident, so sure of victory, a man who believes the world is at his feet.
Zu meiner Rechten der Herausforderer aus Wien mit einem Kampfgewicht von 100 Kilogramm. Get ready for Martin Payne! Sein Gegner in Begleitung von Laurance Roman aus Gelsenkirchen, Deutschland. mit einem Kampfgewicht von 135 Kilogramm. Er vertritt Amboss und ist der amtierende Pro Wrestling Österreich Openweight Champion Robert Dreissker! Referee in diesem Match, PWÖ Head Referee Rainer Ringer.
Well, that was news to me, that Robert Dreissker is from Gelsenkirchen, Germany. Dreissker is in fact from Austria, and I assume him insisting on being announced from Germany was just an effort to further troll, to further antagonize the Pro Wrestling Austria fans. Dreissker and Payne. Openweight Championship on the line in our main event here at Battle Zone. And remember, Axel Tischer, who won the Battle Zone match earlier tonight, is the new #1 contender, lying in wait for whoever is victorious here in this main event. September 28th, Chapter 8. Critical damage. The night where Tischer faces one of these two men, but which one will it be? Dreissker and Payne just circling each other here in the early going. Sold out crowd tonight at Barbara Hall. There's already been a huge number of talking points. Martn Payne hoping to produce the biggest talking point of all. Dreissker asked for the break and gave it. Again, it's not because Dreissker is a particularly sporting competitor. It's purely because he has that confidence, that arrogance. Dreissker doesn't even feel like he needs to break the rules. Although sometimes, more often than we'd like, Amboss do seem to get involved in ways that are dubious to say the least. Payne has Dreissker in the corner. He wanted to break to the referee, but instead Dreissker just powering his way with those huge legs. Didn't pay off in the end though, as Payne took him down. Payne actually been wrestling a little bit longer than Robert Dreissker. Payne started in 2007, Dreissker in 2009. Martn Payne, part of the very first New Japan Pro Wrestling Los Angeles dojo class. Robert Dreissker, we've already listed his many achievements. Among the more recent ones, successful title defenses here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Against Darius last time around and Peter Tihanyi the show before that. Tihanyi and Darius earlier on tonight teaming up. Unsuccessful against Amboss, against Laurance, Roman and Icarus. Dreissker looking to complete a double, a clean sweep here tonight for Amboss. But Martn Payne getting back to his feet. Dreissker looked confused. There's not many people in the world who can survive against Dreissker in a test of strength. Dreissker switching gears though, goes to a side headlock, gets sent to the ropes, shoulder block from Dreissker, Payne goes down, champion immediately on top of him for two. The ever-present Laurance Roman looking on at ringside. Reason why Martn Payne will feel with some justification that he needs to have eyes in the back of his head. Dreissker talking some trash to the fans, to the people who are his compatriots, whether he wants to acknowledge that or not. Gelsenkirchen, Germany, please. Dreissker. He wants to antagonize the fans. They're going to antagonize him back. A very hostile environment here for Amboss and for Dreissker in particular. But he's going to send Martn Payne to the ropes. Shoulder block, can't send the champion down. Payne looking away in almost disgust. There's ongoing verbal abuse from Dreissker. Payne turns around, sees Dreissker waiting. He'll try again. Payne again tries a shoulder block. Dreissker this time stumbles, doesn't go down. Payne will try once more, but Dreissker kicks him. Now Dreissker sending Payne to the rope. Big hip toss. No, Payne lands on his feet. Ducks a clothesline, does the challenger on the shoulder block. The leaping shoulder block, finally sending Dreissker down. And once he goes down 3 times. Payne followed up with a clothesline, then a drop kick. And suddenly Dreissker looks like he's in trouble. Payne looking for a hip toss. Payne's looking for a hip toss. Can't get him, instead he elbows Dreissker in the side of the head and then uses a little extra leverage to take the champion down. Payne will try for the pin, Dreissker kicks out. Not enough body on body weight on that pin. I think Payne was hoping just to go for it, while Dreissker might have been shell-shocked from the impact there. Payne just trying to scoop up Dreissker. You can see Dreissker holding onto that top rope, preventing himself from being body slammed. Dreissker shoving Payne away. But Payne came after him. They both tumbled over the top rope to the floor. Here Laurance Roman offering words of encouragement there. Head referee Rainer Ringer trying to keep Roman out of the action. On this particular occasion, Laurance Roman wasn't getting physically involved, just, as I say, some quick words there for the leader of Amboss. Shot right into the throat of Robert Dreissker from Martn Payne. Remember, as I said, Axel Tischer awaiting the winner of this one at Critical Damage September 28th. More info on all our upcoming dates and tickets available at www.pwoe.at. And Martn Payne taking the fight here to the openweight champion. They are brawling all the way around the ring. It was a four-way match back in September 2022 when Robert Dreissker won the Openweight Championship. One of his opponents on that night was Martn Payne, along with Chris Cohen and Ricky Sky. Dreissker been champion ever since. Payne chopping at Robert Dreissker. Payne just sending Dreissker face first there. Right into the edge of the ring. Now he's going to throw him back in. Robert Dreissker. What is Dreissker saying? Dreisker's trying to tell the referee there's some damage to his mouth. Wow, that's why. Just a diversionary tactic to allow Laurance Roman to sweep the leg of Martn Payne. Roman claiming he's done nothing wrong, yeah. Butter wouldn't melt. Meanwhile, Dreissker taking Payne off of the ring apron. And again, Roman. He's not so angelic when the referee's back is turned. Look at him. Laurance Roman putting the boot in again to Martn Payne. Dreissker now going to the outside to continue the assault that Laurance Roman doing behind the referee's back there, and Dreissker getting Payne back into the ring. Dreissker with his arms raised in victory. Again, that arrogance, that assumption that it is already guarantee that he's going to walk out of here still the open weight champion. But Dreissker gets his way in almost every single match he's in. Avalanche there in the corner on Martn Payne. Dreissker with the cover and the left arm comes up for Martn Payne. Dreissker, though, look at him pacing, again circling like a predator, weighing up his prey. Short arm clothesline from Robert Dreissker. This Amboss mission to rebuild European wrestling, indeed the world of wrestling, in their image. Looking like it's going to have another successful chapter here. Martn Payne doing all he can, though, to prevent that from happening. Payne will go to the ropes. Dreissker takes him down. I've said this before, I'll say it again. You run into Robert Dreissker like that, it must feel like running literally into a brick wall. Dreissker goes for the pin again. Payne once more gets the shoulder up, but at the moment this is just a matter of time. Once Robert Dreissker has you where he wants you, snap suplex there, it is very, very difficult to find any opening to get your way back in. Payne again, just hanging in there. He is hanging in, really, by his fingernails. Dreissker with that massive arm wrapped around the head of the challenger for the Openweight Championship. And Payne might be fading. Martn Payne might be fading, or maybe not. Payne looking to get a second wind here. He's got back to his feet. Can he lift Dreissker? He can with a suplex. Man, where did that energy come from? And has Payne got anything left? Were those the last reserves of fuel that Martn Payne had in the tank? Dreissker shell-shocked here by that suplex. Referee is counting them both down, but they've locked horns again. The count will stop. The match will continue. Dreissker, the elbow. Payne with the same. It's in fact the third time that these two have faced each other in a Pro Wrestling Austria ring. As I was saying, that first Openweight Championship match. And then, of course, or before that rather, the Emperor of Austria match, a three-way match with Chris Cohen, which Chris Cohen won as Dreissker this time, finding himself in the corner with nobody home. Kick from Dreissker. Dreissker tried for a running senton splash there. There was no one home. Martn Payne couldn't take advantage, couldn't Payne, because Dreissker got the leg up. Now he gets the elbow up. Payne trying to send Dreissker into the corner, and at the second time, he's able to do it. Dreissker offering some resistance. Payne wouldn't be denied. Payne takes a run up, gets Dreissker in the corner with the clothesline. And another one. That neck of Dreissker snapping backwards. And again. Dreisker's looking in as much trouble as we've seen him, I think. Martn Payne. Payne will scoop him up. Hits a power slam. Payne, no, kick out. Kick out by Dreissker on two. Still remarkable to me that Martn Payne was able to lift Dreissker for that suplex a minute or two ago. But Martn Payne likes to finish opponents with a Death Valley driver, and I don't know if Martn Payne would be able to get Robert Dreissker up on his shoulders to hit that move. At the moment he's going up top, but Dreissker making him pay for that mistake. Needed to have Dreissker more beaten down before he took that risk, before he went to the high rent district here. And now Dreissker gonna hook that arm of Payne behind his head if he can. Looking for the superplex. Payne with a headbutt. Second headbutt, Dreissker goes down. Payne up on the top turnbuckle. Look at Laurance Roman smacking his hand against the mat with a look of concern on his face for the openweight champion, but Dreissker comes back again. Robert Dreissker just will not stay down long enough for Martn Payne to hit any kind of serious offense here. And instead it's going to be Dreissker. Dreisker's going to go for the superplex. Robert Dreissker. Can he get him? Yes, he can. Middle of the ring with the superplex. Oh my God, he's up. What is that? Martn Payne got straight up from a superplex and a clothesline on Dreissker. Where has this come from? Dreissker with the block. The kick though from Payne. Dreissker shot to the lower back. Gonna look for a ripcord lariat. Dunked by Martn Payne. Oh, into the referee. Payne goes into the referee. Referee is down here. Dreissker, amidst the confusion, picking up Payne. No, Payne counters. Payne counters. A brainbuster from Martn Payne. Well, Payne's fired up, but there's no referee. The referee is down. Martn Payne indicating, I think he's going to go up top again. What is Roman crawling under the bottom rope here, trying to tell Dreissker to get out of the way. I don't know if Dreissker really knows where he is. The elbow drop, a diving elbow from Martn Payne. Martn Payne has draped himself on top of Dreissker. If there was a referee here, we'd have a new openweight champion. There is a referee here. We've got two. We don't have three. Left shoulder came up, and Robert Dreissker stays in it. Man, Robert Dreissker is a lucky, lucky man. That second referee checking on his colleague. Payne's going to try and lift Dreissker. He got him up. He's got him up. Death Valley driver on Dreissker. The cover from Payne. Oh, Roman. Laurance Roman pulling the referee out of the ring. Oh, it's a shot from Roman. I think Roman was about to get ejected by the referee. That's a second referee down. And now look, Icarus is here. Oh, Icarus with a shot to Payne. This is classic Amboss. Stealing it here. Amboss putting the boot in. Oh wait, Tihanyi and Darius. Tihanyi and Darius evening the score. Amboss being taken out. The threat of Amboss being neutralized. And they are brawling all around the building. Roman and Tihanyi. Icarus, Darius, all of them. Well, now what? What do we do now? Two referees down. Dreissker grabbing the Openweight Championship belt. There's no one to stop him. Dreissker a shot right to the face with the championship belt. And now he tries to wake up the ref. Dreissker telling the referee to count. He's got two. He hasn't got three. Martn Payne. Payne got the shoulder up. Dreissker with that brutal shot with the belt. Thought he'd done it. Martn Payne still got out. Man, this is chaotic. It is total carnage here. But Dreissker looking to put an end to it. Dreissker setting up Payne for the Dreissker bomb. Up to the second rope. If Dreissker hits this, it is over. Dreissker bouncing up and down. Looking for it. The Dreissker bomb. The pin from Robert Dreissker. What? What? Martn Payne kicked out of the Dreissker bomb. This is insane. Dreissker is slapping Payne. for daring to kick out. Dreisker's going to go again. Dreisker's going to go again. But Payne is up. Payne is up. Look at Martn Payne. It's got Dreissker. Look at the look of fear on the face of the champion. The powerbomb. Dreissker doesn't have a friend left. Icarus and Roman have been taken out of here. He's on the shoulders of Martn Payne. A Death Valley driver. A second one from Martn Payne. The pin, and Martn Payne is the Openweight Champion.
Und damit der Sieger und neuer Pro Wrestling Österreich Openweight Champion Martn Payne!
The roof may come off the sold-out Barbara Hall. Martn Payne ending the 588-day tyrannical reign of Robert Dreissker. Payne, the second ever Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Champion. God, what a moment. What a moment at the end of an unforgettable night. Martn Payne taking down Robert Dreissker. And Payne is going to enjoy every second of this moment. One of the biggest moments in his 17-year career. The Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship in the hands of Martn Payne. There have been times over the past, nearly 2 years, I think we've doubted if Dreissker would ever lose that championship. But he certainly has. And he has lost it to Martn Payne. Payne won't have too long to celebrate. Axel Tischer going to be gunning for that championship September 28th at Critical Damage. But that is something to worry about in the morning. For tonight, it is time to celebrate. It is an atmosphere of celebration, but frankly, of almost disbelief. A task that many thought was impossible. Dreissker has been toppled here.
Euer neuer PWÖ Openweight Champion Martn Payne!
History made here at Chapter 7 Battle Zone. A new Openweight Champion. As Pro Wrestling Austria better get ready for Payne.